Then they expanded it with more number of tumor types and subtypes, and they claim almost more than 95% coverage of all solid tumors in the expanded version. So what happens is when you order the test, what happens, how is the diagnosis made? So the tumor tissue is taken, it's processed, the RNA is extracted from the tumor, it's amplified, and then the quantification of the gene expression from the tumor is done. So the gene profile is developed of the patient's tumor, either by microarray or by RT-PCR. And this patient profile is compared to the gene expression profile of the known tumors, which is in the database of the test. And that will give you the result when it matches. So this is the report will look something like this. So you'll have ovary, probability of 93%, and the subtype serous adenocarcinoma probability of 87%. So the main cancer type will be ovary serous adenocarcinoma, and the probability will be given. And the less likely probability with less than 5%, so these are excluded. All these sites are excluded. So it will give you the sites which have been excluded. So this is what the report will read like. And this is a comparison of the main 3 types which are available. And the TO pathwork test gives a similarity score. So the higher the similarity score, the more likely that diagnosis. If the similarity score is less than 5, that it rules out that tumor with 99% confidence. And the cancer type ID is something like the 92, it's the same 92 gene which I've just shown the report, gives a probability. The MI-RVU METS test, what it gives you is each microRNA profile is subjected to 2 classification algorithms. And if both the algorithms, if the diagnosis is matching, then the confidence of that tumor is higher. So all these molecular profiling tests can be performed on fresh frozen, on formalin-fixed tissues, cytology samples. The tumor required is minimal, but more than 60% of the tissue should contain tumor. If there's a lot of background cells, like if there's a lot of lymphocyte in background and very little tumor, then the gene profile will be affected, and you can even get an erroneous diagnosis of a lymphoma. So some of the tests, they do a laser dissection of the slide and take out only the tumor and purify the sample. But about 10% of tests may not be successful because they do not yield adequate RNA. Again, insufficient tissue is a problem for these tests. If the preservation is poor, extensive necrosis, these are problem areas. And all these 3 tests are reproducible. Of course, the cost is, they are pretty expensive, $3,000 to $4,000 US. Now, if you compare with immunohistochemistry, which is just a fraction of the cost. But of course, if you compare with the therapy, I don't think there's any comparison still.